Hi everyone, thank you so much for the messages, the reflections, and all the honest shares after video 2. You've been so brave in naming what's keeping you stuck in the drama triangle, and more importantly, what stepping out is starting to look like. Letting go of the blame and the judgment. And now, in video 3, I want to give you the real key to making sure this shift actually sticks. Because knowing how to get out of it is one thing, but staying out, that's where it can get tricky. Here is what I see happen all the time. You recognize that you're stuck, you shift, and then you slip. Reactive again or fall back into old patterns, and suddenly your inner voice is like, I should know better. Why am I still like this? Why can't I just not feel like a victim? That voice, that's your inner persecutor pretending to be a coach or challenger. Sounds like self-awareness, but it's actually just judgment in disguise. And judgment keeps you stuck. Because where there's judgment, there is blame. And remember, blame is like sugar. No matter how delicious and reassuring it is in the moment, it sends us crashing down and feeling terrible. Blame and judgment keep us stuck. They leave no room for insights, learning, and growth. So let me give you a quick example. One of my clients, someone who's done incredible work shifting out of the victim mindset, came to a session completely depleted. She told me she hadn't been able to enjoy her birthday weekend. Why? Because she kept spiraling. It started with her feeling a bit low, and before she knew it, she was thinking she was ruining the weekend for herself and for her partner. That made her feel even worse, even more like a victim. Cue shame spiral. So I asked her, what did you do to get yourself out of the drama triangle? And she said, kept telling myself to be the creator, that I know better than this now. I should be the creator, not the victim. Sounds helpful, right? But what was more important was the answer to the question I asked after. How did you feel telling yourself that? She said it made her feel worse, more powerless and insecure than ever, which created more negative thoughts and so on. She thought she was trying to fix the situation, but what was she really doing was persecuting herself into dropping the victim mindset. I mean, has anyone ever responded well to being told, stop crying, you're being ridiculous? Of course not, because shame doesn't shift patterns, it cements them. Okay, so we can't think our way out of overthinking, and we definitely can't bully ourselves into peace. So what do? When we fall back into the drama triangle? We ride it. Not the drama, the feeling. Because the only way back into empowerment is through one thing: welcoming our thoughts and feelings, even the messy, dark, uncomfortable ones, without judgment. Because feelings themselves aren't dangerous. It's what we make them mean. That's what keeps us stuck. It's not, I feel insecure. It's, I feel insecure, which must mean I'm not good at my job. It's not, I feel hurt. It's, I feel hurt, which must mean my partner doesn't really love me. And then suddenly you're job hopping, partner hopping, identity hopping, trying to fix a feeling that was never the problem. Feelings are like the monsters we thought were under our bed when we were kids. They seem terrifying, but only when we don't look. Only when we try to hide from them, ignore them, judge them. When you finally grab the flashlight, when you get curious and take a breath and look under the bed, you realize it's just a pile of dirty clothes. Not a monster, not the truth, nothing, just a moment. This is the shift. Your power comes back to you, not when you force yourself to feel better, but when you stop turning every feeling into a story about your worth. The problem isn't the emotion, it's the this must mean spiral that comes after it. And that's what pulls you back into the drama triangle. So the next time you feel like you're slipping, remember, you don't need to fight it. You just need to ride it with compassion, not control. And that's how you stay free. To sum up, how do we stay out of the drama triangle long term? We don't. You learn to catch yourself faster and respond with curiosity instead of judgment. And that's the big secret. The moment you stop making yourself wrong for falling back in, you break the loop. Because now you're not in problem-solving mode, you're in wisdom mode. You're asking, what's this moment here to show me? What's mine to own? And what can I let go of? That's where lasting change happens. That's where you start living your life your way, not by default or reaction. This was the last episode of this mini series, which I hope brought you some powerful insights. If you're loving this work and want to take it even further, keep your eyes peeled for my next email or video. I will share some really exciting news about something we've been working on behind the scene that is going to completely change the lives of the people who will take part to it. No fluff, no BS, just real lasting change. And a lot of fun as well. This is for the women who are done living by reaction and are ready to lead their lives from clarity, calm, and power. If that's you, make sure you do not miss what's coming next. In the meantime, I want to hear from you. Where do you most often fall back into the triangle? And what might change if you stopped judging yourself for it? Give me a comment below or message me privately. I always come back to everybody who does. Thank you for watching, and I'm sending you tons of love.